tonight, man. You ready? We put these bad boys on the line, but every time we go out there, we win. Tonight will be no different. I don't care who it is. Sam and EJ, they're gonna fall like everybody else did to the command. And speaking of command, just listen to me tonight.
Coming all the way live with H-Town pride. It's the incredible spectacle and four-wheel drive. It's gonna be a rough ride, so button your coat. It's the road, don't you know, bro? This ain't no joke. You got 4 ring posts with 3 ring ropes. 2 battle for 1 win, and they going for broke. So if you don't know, let me dumb it down. It's the reality of wrestling. They the talk of the town.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again to the Walker, Texas Lawyer Arena as Reality of Wrestling Glory is back once again, this time with women's action to get things started here, Sammy.
That's right, and someone that's definitely been leaving their mark as of late on the women's division is Misty Marks. And talk about an opportunity against a former Reality of Wrestling Women's Champion.
Well, you said you hit the nail on the head there, Sammy. Making their mark is Misty Marks, and she's got the same idea as Mia Friday, trying to capture gold this year. And that's exactly who she's facing off against here today. This one could very well define the future of Reality of Wrestling for this year.
And her opponent, from the best day of the week, she is the Weekend Wonder Woman,
Mia Friday trying to prove that she is no longer that kid from years ago that won the women's championship. She wants to prove that she is a whole different competitor. She may still be all smiles, and she may still be the best day of the week, but she wants to prove that she has evolved her game to a brand new level.
Ever since Mia Friday came back to Reality of Wrestling, got a new style, new attitude. I like that. Do you like the hat, Kirby?
I do like the hat. You know, the rodeo is just in town.
Mia Friday all smiles, as is the norm. Mia Friday has already proven that she's got what it takes to reach the top. Again, a former women's champion. Can she do it again? I've always been more of a Mondays guy, but to each their own.
As we get things started here for Reality of Wrestling Glory, we got a lot of action here for you today, ladies and gentlemen. We got tag team gold on the line in tonight's main event, as well as we're going to see the debut of Jay Davis later on tonight. But right now, it is Mia Friday proving that she can be next in line for maybe a Glory Championship opportunity or maybe a Women's Championship opportunity, wherever the dominoes may fall there, Sammy.
I gotta love the personality and the confidence that Mia Friday is showing off here. And it doesn't look like Misty Marks appreciates being taken lightly here.
Misty Marks able to stay on her feet after both of those shoulder tackles. Mia Friday has got to employ a new game plan here, and it looks like she did so with that arm drag. Misty Marks misses the mark there twice, and now Mia Friday using the ropes for leverage. And look at that once again with an incredible arm drag.
How old was Mia Friday when she had her first match here at Reality of Wrestling, Kirby?
I believe she was 16 years old.
And that's the thing, is that whenever you start in this business at such a young age, I think people sometimes tend to underestimate you, no matter how many years pass by. Oh! Look at that! Dancing off that top rope, Mia Friday showing she is not that little girl anymore, Kirby.
The impressive athleticism there on the ropes. You saw her bouncing up and down, and now she is just showing off in front of Misty Marks. I don't know how smart of an idea that is.
Misty Marks got that temper. Oh, and that's not gonna help that temper right there.
I don't think I've ever seen Mia Friday slap anybody in the face. I didn't even think she was capable of that. And look at that, now turning up the heat here is Mia Friday. The smile has left her face, but Misty Marks gonna try and erase it entirely.
Now Misty Marks is fired up here. I mean, this is really Mia Friday's own doing. You saw how Misty Marks did not appreciate the smiling offense that Mia Friday put it on display, and now it looks like Mia might be about to have all that aggression unleashed upon her in the corner from Misty Marks.
Well, now we've got to wonder if Misty Marks is going to be able to stay on the gas pedal here, or if maybe her showboating is going to cost her as she's trying to get payback after all that showboating from Mia Friday earlier. And look at that. Oh, this time she pays her back with a receipt.
I believe Misty Marks is really just giving Mia Friday a taste of her own medicine.
Cover here. Kick out at 1.
All going for that running hip attack, one of the most devastating maneuvers. Misty Marks, she hits you with that, it's all over.
Oh, and this time she stops the back of the head there. An ultimate sign of disrespect.
Yeah, look at that.
There's that hip attack that you were talking about, Sammy. Could that be all she wrote? Has Misty Marks put away the former women's champion? No. Only a 2 count there as Mia Friday able to get that left shoulder up.
But do not count on Misty Marks, a very capable athlete in her own right. We talk about the future of the women's division here at Reality Wrestling, Kirby. Both of these ladies, big-time potential to move up the ladder in title contention here.
Well, we know that Gigi Ray is anticipating her next contender. Could it be Mia Friday? Not quite yet, it seems. Not if Misty Marks has anything to say about it, but this time a backpack slide. The shoulders once again down, but Misty Marks again able to kick out.
Look at
this, a 3rd cover attempt here, Sammy. Mia Friday almost gets her in 3 different occasions, but then gets caught herself with that kick. And now Misty Marks trying to return the favor. The shoulders are down from Mia, but a kick out there to continue this contest, Sammy.
I gotta think that Misty Marks frustrated that she didn't think that this kind of fight was gonna come from Mia Friday, because this is a different Mia Friday than we're used to. More aggressive, more confident, and I don't blame her considering the role she's been on ever since she came back to Reality of Wrestling. But she's not in a good place right now, is Mia Friday.
Well, let's not forget that at one point Mia Friday did call out NXT's Roxanne Perez, and she got that matchup here at the Walker Texas Lower Arena, so we know she's had that confidence in her before, but it is about executing and continuing to follow that kind of confidence to new opportunities here. Oh!
Well, I know
Friday
that
right now is just continuing the assault here, Sammy.
Roxanne Perez, the model of those young girls that train here at Reality Wrestling and go on to superstardom, an inspiration to Mia Friday and trying to follow in her footsteps.
A cover here. Could that have been it after that knee strike? The left shoulder goes up for Misty Marks.
I don't know that Roxanne Perez's confidence through the roof and told Mia Friday that's what you got to find. You got to go for it. You got to go for it all. That's what led Mia Friday to her first championship. Is she on her way to another one? She's got to get through Misty Marks first, though.
Misty Marks gets her there and into the cover. Could this have been it for Mia? But no.
It was a rough landing for Misty Marks, but kudos to Mia getting the shoulder up yet again. And look at this temper tantrum from Misty.
Well, that's just frustration they're building for Misty Marks. She thought she had the matchup won, but she's got to stay on the mark. No pun intended here, as right now Mia Friday
You can't throw temper tantrums. I would know. I hate anyone that throws one of those.
Look at the kick there from Mia Friday. After that enziguri, she's getting fired up once again, Sammy.
And never say quit, Mia Friday, staying in this thing.
And runs right into the corner. Trying to go for a German suplex there. Oh, look at that, breaks free of the turnbuckle.
The turnbuckle pad just fell off here.
Oh! And Mia Friday, perhaps thinking for the Black Friday. But look at this. Oh, gets the neck breaker. Misty Marks into the cover. 1, 2, but there's the referee. Referee MJ Bell trying to fix the turnbuckle.
What are you doing, referee? Turn around.
Mia Friday looks up and beat. Oh, this time MJ turns around. 2, but a kick out.
Come on.
Mia Friday.
Come on. Now, Kirby, Misty Marks just won that match.
And I think she knows that as well, Sammy. That's why she's right there in the face of referee MJ Bell. Oh, now he just shoves it. She just shoved him.
Down goes the turnbuckle again. Down goes the referee.
Wait a second.
Misty Marks has been disqualified. Therefore,
official made a call after getting shoved by Misty Marks. He calls for the disqualification. Sammy, you can't put your hands on an official, and it looks like Misty Marks is going right after him.
Well, she should have had her hands on the referee after the match because Misty Marks won that match. This is ridiculous.
He was trying to fix the ring there, Sammy, but one way or another, Mia Friday walks out with the victory here. Maybe not how she wanted, but Misty Marks has now gone after the official backstage.
Hey, Ivory, hey! What is this about a rematch? Okay? Why is it I've been here for 10 years, but every time I win, they get a rematch? Huh? What is with all this ID talent, privilege? We're just bending over, giving them whatever they want. What is wrong with you? Why do you run things this way, huh?
So I saw that little stunt that you pulled with Mike Cunningham. And you have lost your mind if you thought that I was gonna let you get away with that on Glory. So, here's the ultimatum. You either have that rematch with Mike Cunningham, or you leave. Choice is yours.
Leave?
Leave.
Clay Roberts doesn't leave. Clay Roberts doesn't quit. So if you want me to beat Mike Cunningham one more time, I will do it again. And again, and again, and again!
Go!
I'm gonna prove I'm one of the best, if not the best, professional wrestlers in the world. Again.
Oh my God, this guy's a thorn in my side.
Sole purpose fantasy camp is there again the weekend warriors to see exactly if this is something that they want to do, or there again if it was something on the bucket list. You don't want to wake up 50 years old saying, man, I wish I had tried it when I had a chance. You don't want to do that. You know what I mean? So you go ahead and try it, see how it work out. If it work out for you, it works. If it don't, it don't, but you tried.
From Dayton, Ohio, weighing at 190 pounds, Dick Meyers!
As we're getting things kicked off here for Glory, it looks like we're introducing some new blood here in the form of Dick Meyers here, Sam.
Yes, Richard Meyers, hot up-and-coming talent here, making his Reality of Wrestling debut, and I mean, what a way to start things off your career here in Raw.
And his opponent,
Are you kidding me, Kirby?
weighing at 220 pounds, he is the God of War, the Savage Keef!
The fact that people continue to sign their name on the dotted line and voluntarily stand across the ring from someone like the Savage King is beyond me, Kirby.
Quite frankly, I think this was just part of the pledge for Alpha Sigma and for Dick Meyers, because you're right, who would want to be in the ring with Savage King? You know, the last time we saw him fall short to Anthony Katina, but we haven't heard of that man since. Just goes to show how the wounds of war really just add up when you're in the ring against Savage King.
Coming out looking so regal is the purveyor of dominance and violence here at Reality of Wrestling, the Savage King.
Well, as the bell has rung, this match is now official. Again, as we're getting things going here for Reality of Wrestling Glory, the landscape has changed entirely here as we have a new Glory champion in the form of Eli Knight. So everybody is starting to stack up to see who's going to be the first challenger for our new champion. Could that be one of these men here, Sammy?
Well, I mean, Dick Meyers able to get a win over Savage King. You gotta believe everyone's gonna be turning their eyes on this young kid, but I mean, if there's anybody that can throw you better than know ya, it's Savage King, but right now it's looking like Dick Meyers taking the Savage King to school right now.
Well, Dick Meyers puts an emphasis on his craftsmanship. He wants to make sure that everything he does is clean. He wants to make sure that everything he does has some pristine edge to it, as right now the Savage King is completely taken out of his element, it seems, at least from a technical standpoint, Sammy.
Well, he's gonna have to be technically proficient if he's going to stand a chance against the Savage King. I mean, we've got so many technicians here, and I can't wait to see Clay Roberts, the proficient technician, later on tonight here at Reality of Wrestling Glory. But right now, it's Savage King showing the technical prowess and the viciousness that he is known for.
Well, technique can only get you so far, especially when you're overpowered in that kind of form right there. As now this is just Savage King's kingdom, no pun intended. This is exactly what we have come to expect from this competitor as he's taking the fight to Dick Meyers. And look at that, with just 3 strikes, he's back in the driver's seat. Oh!
I don't think it's a pun at all. I mean, if anything, I don't know if I would call it a kingdom as much as a graveyard, Kirby, considering the fact that Savage King has left so many bodies in his wake ever since he started slaughtering man after man here at Rogue Glory.
Well, right now he is just piecing apart Dick Meyers. We saw quite a few strikes from Meyers connect earlier, but that barely scathed the Savage King. After only 3 strikes, the Savage King already in full control. It's almost as if he's taken no damage at all, Sammy. Oh, but he runs right into that back elbow there from Dick Meyers.
Well, you see Savage King just shaking it off, though. So elusive, so mysterious. Savage King, his former champion here at Reality Wrestling, but look at that leg lariat there.
Is that going to be enough to put it away? The Savage King almost gets put down there after the 2 count, but able to get that right shoulder up.
I appreciate the tenacity of this young Meyers kid, able to stay focused. Look, measuring Savage King while he's down.
But again, look at him. He's getting fired up here. Potentially trying to land that 1 shot like Katina did a few weeks ago for Glory. Misses with that leg lariat the second time, but this time, oh my God!
Spine tingling, spine buster.
He almost got put through the middle there. We may need to check the boards under the ring because they may be broken in half. As the Savage King puts up Meyers, and now the Savage Fatality gets planted. And the King goes into the cover, and 1 more has come, and 1 more has fallen. It was a great effort from Meyers, but now he's gonna find a new pledge here for Alpha Sig, as the Savage King is back on his winning ways here on Glory, Sammy.
Who wears short shorts? Dick Meyers wears short shorts,
but
he came up short here tonight.
And he doesn't walk away with the dub, unfortunately, here. As we keep things rolling here for Glory, ladies and gentlemen. Lots more action for you later on tonight.
Hey guys, how's it going? Can I get you guys started with something?
Yeah, I'll get the chicken salad. Let me get that grilled, please. And let me get a water with that.
Okay, scratch that.
Okay.
He'll have a crispy chicken sandwich. I mean, this Philly cheesesteak, 2 orders of the Philly cheesesteak, the blue cheeseburger, and the 8-inch personal pizza. And then making a milkshake for the drink, please.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool, thank you.
I'm trying to, eat healthier,
Reese, what are you talking about? We're bulking. Bulk first, then we cut. You get that lean muscle mass. You want that Lockhart body, right?
Yeah.
Don't worry, baby, we'll smooth you right out, okay?
Hey guys, I do apologize. Did you want to order anything?
I actually already ate.
Okay, sounds good.
Houston, Texas. For 4 decades, Walker Texas Lawyer has represented the beautiful people of this beautiful city. But we know in this city, an accident can happen at any moment. Don't go against the insurance companies alone. They have their lawyers. You should have yours. If you've been injured in an accident, call Walker Texas Lawyer today and put 4 decades of experience on your side. Visit WalkerTexasLawyer.com today.
Introducing first, from the Hart Family Dungeon, weighing at 155 pounds, he is the most elevated man in your city, Baby Keef.
The young bull Baby Keef is back here at Reality of Wrestling, and this time is its singles competition. The last time we saw him here, he faced off against the Command, and I can guarantee you he is going to run into a very similar brick wall here tonight.
Opponent from Montgomery, Texas, weighing at 225 pounds, a Rottweiler, J. Davis.
This man is intensity personified. He has sent shockwaves all over the Texas scene, and now he is going to bring that intensity here to Reality of Wrestling.
The Rottweiler Jay Davis on the scene here at Row Glory. And Baby Keef from the dungeon might have been better suited to stay in the dungeon, because he's gonna have a rough night here in Texas City at the hands of Jay Davis.
Well, Jay Davis known as the Rottweiler, because this man, once he gets a bite, he doesn't let go. As you see it right there, that hold has not been let go of yet. It tosses down Baby Keef, and the only reason Baby Keef is free is because Jay Davis let him go.
Jay Davis in complete control, almost like the barks are already echoing out here in the debut of Jay Davis, like playing with his food here.
Right there, Jay Davis immediately after the lockup gets that scoop slam, and I've seen this man on Breakout, Sammy. I can tell you right now, if you've never seen this man, all it takes is a good 2 minutes before the entire building is barking along with him. And the way that this man is able to connect with the fans here is a sight to behold. And I can tell you right now, if he is here for Glory, my God, the Glory roster is in for quite the cautionary message here in this matchup. But could you imagine if Baby Keef is able to stop that kind of momentum immediately in Jay Davis's debut?
Look, Baby Keef trained with the best. You don't come out of the dungeon without learning a thing or two. But I don't know anyone that would go toe-to-toe with the Rottweiler without realizing that he's gonna have a rough night. As here you see Jay Davis just picking up Baby Keef and putting him down.
The power bomb with full power into the victory.
Your winner, Jay Davis.
This man barely even broke a sweat here.
Quick work, easy money. Jay Davis, welcome to Reality of Wrestling.
I can tell you this man continues to learn, because I have never seen him pull that move out before. And it just goes to show that we really are in for quite the cautionary tale with Jay Davis at Row Glory.
Do you want to become a professional wrestler? Booker T's Reality of Wrestling training facility in Texas City, Texas is a 15,000 square foot facility with over 50 full-time students and wrestlers from around the world. Inside sits a 9,000 square foot venue set up for weekly shows where our students will showcase their skills in front of a live studio television audience. In the back, a full weight room complete with state-of-the-art equipment and personal trainers, along with a full staff and personnel running the day-to-day operations. Reality Wrestling provides everything you need to become a well-rounded professional wrestler, learning under the two-time WWE Hall of Famer, Booker T. Referees, ring announcers, and commentators. At Reality Wrestling, we just don't teach you how to be a professional wrestler, but how to be an elite sports entertainer. This is the reality of wrestling.
Sam Holloway!
As we see one half of the challengers here now being joined by the other half.
Tag team partner, EJ Nduka!
As he's now being joined by the judge, EJ Nduka. And these two are quite the formidable team, Sammy. If you were to look at somebody that could stop the command, it very well could be these two when we saw them win the #1 contendership in a fatal 4-way tag team contest.
My neck still hurts from the last time I had a conversation with Sam Holloway, just looking up at this gargantuan man, one of the biggest men I've ever seen here in Reality of Wrestling. And then EJ Nduka comes in and meets eye to eye. Two powerhouses, two behemoths. If anybody stands a chance at walking away with the tag team gold, it's these two.
Well, the last time we saw a giant try to claim gold was on last week's episode when Sensei defeated Alex Ace. Could maybe the command do the same here today and cut down these two down to size and still walk out champions? We're about to find out.
And their opponent, the team of Big Luther and the Terrell Tempo, combined weight of 550 pounds. They are your Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Command.
The command have been champions, and they have taken all the challengers, no matter who it is, whether it's Platinum, whether it's Glory, whether it's Breakout, every single team has been turned away, and maybe after 231 days, it could all come to an end here, Sammy.
In this business, you aren't given respect. You have to earn it, you have to command it, and that is exactly what Terrell Tempo and especially Big Luther have done. They have earned the respect and the admiration of the Row Nation here, who definitely got to be able to be backing the command and Big Luther and Tempo in this gargantuan tag team championship match.
Well, we saw earlier tonight that Tempo was giving Luther the game plan of just listen to me. Maybe that is going to be that veteran instinct that Tempo has, because let's be honest here, Sammy, Tempo is the veteran here. Maybe has more years than anybody else in this ring here in the wrestling business.
Well, the knowledge, the fountain of information that you get from someone like Terrell Tempo, there's a reason why he's such a decorated athlete here at Reality Wrestling and still going. Never better is Terrell Tempo. And Big Luther has got such a big upside, and what he lacks is negated by the fact that Terrell Tempo is right there in Luther's ear. That's why the command have been so successful as tag team champions.
Right now, EJ, trying to do a quick clothesline there, maybe take it out of Tempo, but instead Tempo meets him with that European uppercut and already stuns him. And Tempo, not one to be deterred, away from his game plan, tags in Big Luther, and this is going to be the big weapon here for the command. as the defib connects. And this right here is going to be classic command. But EJ had felt enough and he leaves as he gets the tag. And now we're going to see the hard way come into this matchup.
And Nduka got a taste of Big Luther and tagged out. In comes the hard way, Sam Holloway. Big Luther has been just a one-man wrecking crew, leaving so many bodies in his wake. But I don't know if even Big Luther's going to be able to manhandle Sam Holloway.
Oh! I think your question may have just been answered there, Sammy. I don't think I've ever seen anybody connect with strikes like that to Big Luther.
Wow!
Luther showing his athleticism. We have never seen him leave his feet like that.
My God!
Not just Road Nation, but also us, Sammy. We're all on our feet because Big Luther just got off his feet voluntarily to get the upper hand. And now Tempo is back in this matchup as Sam Holloway is retreating. Every single time I see the command, I continue to be even more impressed, Sammy.
Look at Tempo. I mean, there's something in this business about momentum here, and the command had been on such a roll, and you can just feel the confidence, both from Big Luther and from Tempo, who takes Holloway down.
This is our main event tonight here, ladies and gentlemen, and quite frankly, maybe one of the biggest main events in Glory history, as the tag team champions are being decided. As Tempo gets bounced off by EJ, and the judge may have just greeted Tempo to the executioner in the form of Sam Holloway, as that opens it up for these two behemoths.
Ever since Tempo and Big Luther took on the tag division, the question night after night after night is who's going to be able to even stand a chance at putting these two guys down. I think the best bet is their opponents, the challengers here tonight, Nduka and Holloway, and you can see EJ feeling confident there as they isolate the smaller member of the command, Tempo and Holloway in NJ's corner.
Oh, and EJ once again connects with that shot to the midsection there, Sammy. Right now, these two are being very smart in cutting the ring in half. As we saw, I believe, a tag there. But the stalling suplex.
Got the strength of EJ here.
Down Tempo. And now Holloway. Look at that. Bounces off into that elbow. Into the cover here. Do we have new champions? Not quite yet, it seems.
Yeah, can you imagine having your body held upside down for that long, coming crashing down, and then looking up only to see Sam Holloway flying at you?
Well, maybe he sees three different Sam Holloways because the blood just rushed to his head there. But Tempo still with the wherewithal to connect with European clotheslines, but not enough to dodge that one. Into the cover here does Holloway. But a kick out from the champion.
We saw Luther in the corner ready to try and get him to break in. Referee's gonna have to have his hands full here as Holloway realizes the threat, knocking Luther down. And if Holloway and Nduka want to walk away with the gold, they're gonna have to continue to isolate Terrell Tempo here.
And Tempo is just getting pieced apart by these two. Now that they know that Luther is out of the picture, they can just do whatever they want to Tempo. Like that, into another cover here from the judge. Two, but a kick out there from Tempo. As it looks like Luther finally able to get to the corner, but look at him. He seems to be hurt there, Sammy.
Well, yeah, you get hit in any way by Sam Holloway. It's like getting hit by a Mack truck.
Tempo back up to his feet and trying to get the tag there.
Tempo needs to make a tag desperately here, and Nduka doing his best to make sure it doesn't happen.
Little separation there for the command, but now Holloway comes in, sends Tempo flying. And just like that, these two are back in the driver's seat. The right hand connects.
And Tempo, he looks like he's almost completely out of this thing. Referee checking in on Tempo here in the corner.
At this point, it could be just a few moments away from crowning new tag team champion, Sammy.
Another tag here from Holloway. Yeah, I mean, Clearly, Holloway and Nduka came in with a strategy, and again, Holloway again goes back to the corner, isolating, negating the factor that is Big Luther.
We're gonna have to keep an eye on Luther because he just looks to be getting angrier over in the corner as he keeps getting taken out by Holloway. And we see another tag there as both of these giants have Tempo right in the center of the ring.
Tempo getting measured. Oh no!
Run right into each other as Tempo gets out of the way. Oh! Man, they've got a tag!
Oh no!
Here comes Big Luther! And the high knee connects there for Luther. That may have been enough to put him away again.
Talk about fresh. Big Luther in this thing, going all on its own.
Breaks free does Luther. And now the man from Louisiana ducks the clotheslines, turns around.
Oh,
it's a double clothesline on the challengers.
You gotta be kidding me.
Big Luther is fired up, and Sam Holloway finds himself where he doesn't want to. Strongest slam connects. And now, going for a right is Nduka.
Luther taking out Holloway and Nduka all on his own.
The command could be moments away from keeping their gold as Tempo gets the tag. I don't know how smart that is. He was just getting pieced apart, and it looks like Luther doesn't like that at all. Holloway!
Oh no!
Takes out Luther!
Got Holloway saying Luther all the way to the outside, and I don't know how smart this was for Tempo to tag in. It looked like Luther had this whole thing well in hand.
And he's on his own. And he's up.
Oh!
Chokeslap powerbomb combination! And now Tempo is down, and Nduka in the cover. New tag team champions!
Are your winners, and new Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the team of EJ Nduka and Sam Holloway Motion!
Well, these two have finally got the motion of tag team gold around their waist. And after toppling the command, now the question moves to who can truly challenge these two as they took down one of the most dominant tag teams that we have ever seen in Reality of Wrestling, Sammy.
I still can't believe the command have been so dominant. Tempo, talk about backfire. We've got new tag team champions in EJ Nduka and Sam Holloway.
Well, we've also got to remember the fact that Tempo said, listen to me, listen to my orders, and then he tagged himself in, and it looked like Luther did not like that one bit, and that little miscommunication was what cost the command the tag team gold. As once again, ladies and gentlemen, your new tag team champions are in motion.